Hello, Radiant Soul Lights. Welcome to your Portal of Light reading. We're going to look at the next couple of months in between the portal of 1010 and 1111. 1010 has a lot to do with changes, big changes, universal changes, lifestyle changes, changes that change the fundamental way that you live, work, relationship changes. It's a change that encompasses many parts of your life. 1111 is an attunement or alignment number, aligns you to a higher frequency of expression, aligns you more to your soul. It's part of the soul alignment series of numbers. It's also part of the quantum key codes or light codes. So 1111 is also, like, I would like to say, like a little Reiki session or mini chiropractic adjustment. It works upon the subtle energy. So it's very interesting, I feel like, in this time period where there is a lot of magnetic energy. If you can tap into that, you can draw things more quickly and clearly to you. So this is also going to be a time of a more clarification for many people, and a lot of making plans, and for some initiating or executing those plans. I do feel like the next couple of months is major preparation for what people are going to individually experience next year and collective. There's a lot of changes in the mainstream consciousness, in the collective, in institutions, educational systems, government, policy making, laws, mandates. There is a lot of focus on justice and balancing out the scales, balancing out the karma, balancing out the cause and effect, looking at one's true dharma, and many people are going to be making changes to their life path. Many people are also going to be going back to something that they started many years ago, is what I'm hearing. Some people maybe months ago, where there might be false starts, and then things begin to turn in the direction that you want. So there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of openings that are coming up for us. So with that, I'm going to pause the video for a few seconds so you can get a closer look at, these are some of the things that are on my altar and that I use. I am been a meditator for many years. I love meditation. I love bhakti yoga, which is devotion, which has to do with love and connecting in. And these are the Tingsha symbols for meditation. Got Buddha here resting. These are just, for me, positive triggers. They just remind me of the interconnectedness of all that is, my connection to God, to Source, the all that is. They make me kind of happy and connect me to my inner peace. And this rendition, I guess of Ram, has a lot to do with dancing and being really in the flow of life, in the play of life, the play of consciousness, and balancing many things. Okay, this reminds me of ancient symbols, but you see which one you're drawn to, which one is you're drawn to, or which one is speaking to you. Trust your intuition as always. It could be one of the soul stories, 1, 2, or 3, or it could be all of them or 2 of them. I like to check back on pick a cards. I like to see how the unfolding happening. Sometimes I watch something, even my own, I watch, because I feel we get messages everywhere, and a lot of times I'm like, oh, I needed to know that, because I am turning into an altered state, so I never know what's going to come through. But a lot of times we hear something one way, and then we watch it or listen to it again, and then we hear it another way. So trust your intuition. I do hope you find some insight, some useful information for you in this reading that helps you on your soul path, destiny, and assists you in your awakening, and perhaps has some confirmations for what you already know or what you're following through on in your life at this time. All right, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you get this reading, I am gearing it for this time period. I'm using the energy now, so the seed of the old is in the new. So something is being seeded at this time period that is going to blossom into the next few months, into next year, and the following years. So this is a very, very critical time, turning point that is going to be an energetic matrix, is what I'm hearing, for what's to come. So something that's occurring at this time is part of the new design that is being built or co-created, you could say. All right, Radiant Soul Lights, just connect in. And of course, if you feel a resonance, I would love it if you would subscribe, like the video, share it, and most importantly, connect with me in the comments and let me know how you're doing and how this reading resonated for you. If you want to do a personal reading with me or any kind of inner guidance work, or just connect further, ways to do so are in this description box of this video. Much peace and light. See you in the readings. Hey, soul story number 1. You know, when I chose the Tingsha symbols, it was very interesting because I thought this group is probably going to be musical, or music is important, or maybe they're writers or do flowetry or poetry, but I felt music would be very healing for you and beneficial, and also that this was somehow about singing your own song or connecting in with your own self vibrationally. You could be also working with a lot with the throat chakra, with hearing your own voice, your intuition, your inner guidance, connecting more through your higher self, and maybe helping others do that. I felt a very distinctive voice, melodic. Some of you amazing singers is what I'm hearing. Maybe you also chant and meditate. So we're going to build the reading and see what comes up. And I'm going to take the astrology cards, see what comes up for you in the next few months, no matter when you're getting this reading. Wow, I'm even hearing a high-pitched sound. So many of you may be going through something with sound, I don't know, ringing in your ears, or hearing other sounds, or your hearing perhaps could be really good. I feel a lot of momentum in your life as long as you stay connected to your own inner truth. 2 came out. Wow, 5th house, 12th house. 5th house, where you have fun, romance, create things you're proud of. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I felt you very creative, very artistic, maybe a lot to do with music and or singing. I'm also hearing crystal healing bowls, sound healing bowls. So maybe you're very involved in sound or sound healing, maybe even production or producing. I'm not kidding. There is a little high-pitched kind of ringing, interesting sound. You also got the 12th house. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. Sagittarius, this energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So there's a lot that's going to be activated for you in the next couple of months. It has to do with the 5th house of creativity, children, romance, self-confidence, self-esteem coming up, and the 12th house, information that you've brought from the past or past life. It would be good for you at this time to work with the subconscious mind, maybe alpha theta healing, hypnotherapy, affirmations, maybe even recording your own affirmations with music or hypnotherapy scripts. Some of you may do this or may look at going in this type of direction. For many of you, I feel that you're connecting with something that you used to do, whether it's past life or earlier on in this lifetime, that you're wanting to reconnect to and bring forward in your life at this time. Meaning, is it a gift? Is it, is there some kind of gift that you have? Let's see, I'm getting a message. I really like to just see what cards speak to me, like what is the message? Okay, I'm getting 2 cards here. So these will not be all the same cards. I thought they were going to be, but now I'm getting with you a very different message. Traveling abroad. There is something about, religion, spirituality, connecting more to your spirit. Many of you could be teachers and or publishing. There's something that goes into circulation. Oh, listen to this, reclaim your energy. Okay, I've got reclaim your energy. and ancient future. So that's the past life, the 12th house. I feel like your past is coming into your future. Is it past life? Are you doing a lot of regression therapy, or is there a lot that's coming up that you want to do in a different way? So the ancient future, meaning that I feel that you have a lot of insight, a lot of wisdom, and there's something that you're co-creating, maybe even using the subconscious, or, you know, again, energy work, or something. Again, some of you could be working with technologies that have to do with sound, or very interested in sound, or devices is what I'm hearing. See, these creative projects, I feel there is some kind of creativity or creative project or something collaborative that you're going to be doing, soul story number 1, okay? I am hearing reclaim your energy. Now that may be, see the sound, it's not doing that anymore. Very interesting. Many of you may really connect to Lemurian times is what I'm hearing. So you may be very empathic. You may be very connected emotionally, or feel other people's energy or emotions. That's why I'm getting reclaim your energy. I'm also hearing birth of something new. So again, there's a lot of newness coming into your life. New direction, new pathway. Let's get more information here. Let's see. I'm hearing a talisman. Some of you may have a charm or a talisman that you like, that you connect with, or a particular crystal. You may be working with crystals or stones. Tree of life. So a lot to do with manifesting, a lot to do with, you could be studying astrology or ancient studies, wisdom. Working on a new foundation, soul story number 1, okay? A new foundation. No matter what it is that you're going through, there is this new foundation that is coming in for you. Patience. What is this new foundation? Any other information? I'm hearing you need to free up. So is it freeing up time? Some of you could be moving out into nature, or nature greatly grounds you. Oh, listen to this. What was I saying about the voice? So story number 1, share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. Maybe that's what's getting, maybe you were this lifetime as a child or teens or something. Maybe you were put down for how you spoke or laughed or what you believed. Share your voice. See, on a soul level, your soul is now, there's a reawakening. There's a further awakening that has to do with you sharing your voice. That's amazing, the guidance. So chanting, any kind of mantra meditation, especially if out loud, singing, chanting, whistling, but I feel more for you it's singing or speaking. It could even be writing. There's something about your voice that's very distinctive and that needs to be shared on the planet. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Your voice needs to be heard, and per this light worker card, it's share your voice. So it could be creative projects that have to do with your voice and your singing. Now we're going to see any shadow material. Wow, that was quick. Your soul is very talkative, really connecting with you. Teacher, light attribute, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So again, you're a teacher, you're a light worker, an educator, or you teaching by example. Some of you I feel are artists that, and I even mean like maybe fine art or drawing or painting or sculpting, something. Some of you it could be more auditory. It could be through the voice somehow, or movement. Some of you it's teaching, that you have was it channeled information? Is it something that you've learned that you're meant to share this lifetime? The shadow is manipulating, abusing, negative trait. Now, I feel the shadow for you is not, with the 5th house there, is just not having confidence in what it is that you're doing. Okay, that's what you've got to work on the next couple of months, is just your confidence and moving forward, moving to your own next level. Now, many of you are going to be at different levels on different timelines, so take this as it resonates. So whatever that next level is for you, There's something that you need to extend out in the world, sharing your voice. You also need to reclaim your energy. So if you've been given too much to others, it's time to give to you. Now, remember I said there's something about freedom or freeing up. So I look at these cards as it's kind of the human cards. This is the human aspect of us, the learning lesson. You've got freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. This is what this is for, and this is why I'm doing this reading, creating a new direction that frees you up, frees your time, frees you up to do more of what you really love to do and want to do. So you're going to be working on that freedom. So I do feel there'll be a change in your schedule. And then you've got forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of life. So that is kind of making do with what's happened. It is what it is, kind of moving on. And maybe that some of the people that the shadow aspect was maybe that there are certain people that you learned from that were, didn't handle things so well. Or maybe in the past you didn't handle things so well from the highest version of you. We've all been there. So there is this kind of teaching, learning situation or mirroring that's going on, particularly through relationship, okay? So again, I feel like some of the freeing up is freeing up what's happened from the past and to forgive yourself or others, however you look at that, moving on, that you are learning something new, you're always learning, and that you're taking your learnings and moving forward. You have a lot to share, a lot of wisdom, and a lot of insight. Okay, so I'm also hearing with you body, mind. Okay, wheel. So there is a new direction that has to do with you shifting vibrationally, so you're open to higher level experiences of more happiness, of more joy, of more prosperity, of more love, of more synchronicity. You're really going for it, soul story number one. You really want that magic. Now, the thing that I want to say is the lower octave, because I don't like to say shadow, because shadow, there's positive shadows as well. So it's just what we're not aware. But what I do feel with you, a caution here is getting involved in relationships where they're teaching or learning lesson relationships, or you're overly helping someone. Like you're teaching them, that's fine in that kind of professional capacity or there's an exchange of energy. Doesn't have to be money, doesn't have to be monetary, but you have to very watch over giving. That's the thing that I'm hearing. 7 of Wands, a lot to do with integrity, courage, moving on. And then the Sun, again, creativity. So there is a lot right now with the whole focus for you of creating your own reality and focusing on your creativity. Those of you that are very creative or starting something new, whether it's online or launching something or startup, or you're starting, you're creating a new way of living, a new lifestyle, a new way of being. The reading is saying to trust your intuition, that times have changed. You're not going to be repeating past cycles that were based more on learning lesson relationships, that you have to reclaim your energy. Look where your energy is hanging up. Meaning, are you overgiving, overdoing? Is someone taking or plugging into you? Because you're going to need that energy for your next level of awakening. Here we've got 9 of Cups. So a lot to do with self-fulfillment, wishes fulfilled, understanding how to be happy in life, to meet your own needs, but open to being with others. I feel those of you that are wanting relationship, there's a lot to do with collaborative relationships and people that are very co-creative and kind of people that are very upbeat that can give to you. And there's the High Priestess here. So again, that tells me the teacher. That also tells me to trust your intuition. Like I was hearing that ringing, not even like a ringing, like a celestial sound, like a high pitched sound that was kind of going in and out. You're getting the messages. The message is clear, is that it's time to trust your intuition, to move forward on some of those dreams, those goals, those desires. You are drawing in the people and the situations that you want to. Some of you, this could be pregnancy and child, you know, if that's what you're wanting. Some of you, that it could be more collaborative relationships, and some of you, it could be a new romantic partnership coming up. If not within the next couple months, you're preparing for it and it comes in next year. And you've got visualize here. So again, I feel using sound and maybe writing things out, singing things out, visualize, use, you know, the fifth and sixth chakra is what I'm hearing. So intention, visualizing, listening to your own inner knowing, and maybe it's visualizing with certain kinds of music on that brings you into alignment or extends or expands you in consciousness. Maybe using, you know, a crystal healing, you know, sound bowl. But I would say right now, sound is really going to help you attune. Many of you may be already attuning to your next level of unfolding, is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing a lot with wheels. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. You've got this flower mandala here. And you've got this kind of pinwheel. So there's a lot for you about starting a new cycle. Something is complete. Perhaps many of you already know something is over. And this is about speaking your truth, but also really mainly living from your truth. So share your voice, be open to others, even if some people are returning from the past, could be past life. There's something again that you're picking up on that you want to take forward with you. Let's see if there's any other messages. I feel like you're going to get a lot of clarity in the next couple months if you haven't already. Those of you that don't have the clarity, you're getting the clarity to then act upon it. Those of you that already have the clarity, you will be taking action. And it's action that's supported by the universe, by perhaps somebody in your life that's maybe a Leo, or they're just very creative, or they take initiation very easily. They're able to initiate action. So I feel that that's, okay, one little thing I'm hearing. Okay, let's look at the Astro Dice. Fourth house, Saturn in the fourth house with Leo. So if you've been feeling restricted, whether where you live or how you live, or in creating this next foundation for yourself, you're going to start seeing some of these restrictions leave, or you're ease up is what I'm hearing, or you're going to find a way around it. So I do feel for a lot of you, this new level, this new foundation, you're creating it now, you're building it now. And it has a lot to do with your voice, your intuition, creativity, creative projects. Some of you could even be writing, maybe children's stories, children's book, but your self-esteem, your self-confidence is up so that you can now reclaim your energy, take that center stage, and really let your soul shine even more is what I'm hearing. All right, Radiant Soul Light, your soul awakening mantra is, wow, I have the freedom to be me. I have the freedom to share me. I have the freedom to express as me. So a lot about freeing up the time, the mental, emotional headspace to share you, your gifts, your vision, your voice. All right, Radiant Soul Light, thank you for spending this time with me. Love to hear from you in the comments. You can always connect with me in various ways. And the way to do so is in the description box below. Keep shining bright. Hello, soul story number 2. Welcome to your reading. Okay, I love this piece. It just reminds me of ancient times and ancient wisdom. And I feel like you're what some people call old soul, wise soul, which means I feel you've been on this planet before. You've been on the earth plane before. Some of you may be chronologically older, or if you're chronologically young, even if you're still at home, or maybe, you know, in your 20s or something, teens or 20s, there is this ancient knowledge. And many of you, I'm getting a lot I'm getting a lot with you with fabric, colors. Some of you could be very much into clothing or design or weaving. Maybe even you do knitting or beading. There's something a lot with creative expression through art, design, architecture. Some of you I'm seeing in a mountainous area. I almost want to hear Andes or Peruvian, maybe Puerto Rico, Chile, something. I feel like there's this very, could be Himalayan even, but there is this energy of really appreciating, for some of you, the finer things in life, finery. I keep hearing fabrics. I don't know what that's about, but there's something a lot with fabrics for you. Let's see what's coming up for you the next few months. Again, this is timeless, but I'm connecting into this energy through the portal because it is a very magnetic energy. I've really been drawn to this energy. Whoa, that's beautiful. Wow, look at Venus. Has a lot to do with beauty. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So there could be some Taurus energy prominently in your chart, sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Taurus. Could be a Taurus. But I also feel this has to do with aesthetics. You know, how you look, how you dress. You have your own vibe. You have your own style. You're not really following others is what I hear. Some of you, I do feel you're about to move into a very abundant way of living. It could be opulent way of living, I'm hearing, but abundance is going to be key. Some of you, I feel like, again, like woven pillows. It's like you like nice decor, nice pillows. There's something about weaving or interesting art. But one of the things that I feel, and it's really interesting that you chose this, because I do feel like for many of you, there is an up-leveling in relationship and also where you live or how you live. So there is going to be some kind of increase. Now, some of you may even be investing or in stock market or do something, because Venus also rules through Taurus, monetary, luxury items. Now, what's very interesting, because I normally do not read, especially in these kinds of cards, reversals, but you've got Saturn here, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. But Saturn can be about restrictions, time. It can be kind of like the yellow light, like wait, pause, or red light. What I find very interesting is that it was reversed. So I do feel a lot of you have been building something up or building back up, maybe on a financial level. Some of you, this could be a relationship, either someone coming back on the scene that you're going to reconvene with, or you're attracting differently in relationships. So I feel like for you, this is about restrictions being lifted. And then the house, you got the 6th house. Work, health, duty area of your life. So Saturn has a lot to do with duty and obligations. I'm going to keep it reversed because I feel like if you have a lot of obligations that aren't really suiting you anymore, you're going to be lightening up. I think that's probably going to be the theme of what the energy I'm tapping into, honestly, is that there's something about burdens being lifted and creating a new foundation, maybe a new way of working, a new way of being in the world, that you have more abundance, financially, abundance of time, that you're not held back with limitations. Now, I also feel for many of you, maybe if there's been lack of energy or vitality or health hasn't, you've been having health crises or health issues, that's going to be picking back up. Things for you like yoga, meditation, qigong, or being outdoors, taking time to rest throughout the day. Okay, if that makes sense, rest throughout the day. Now I'm getting a message. Each group, obviously, I wasn't going to use these cards, but Black Moon astrology cards. But I'm really listening to the the soul collective that I'm coming into, and what am I hearing message wise. I'm also getting a lot with you with quartz crystals. Some of you, I feel you use pendulums. You're very much in touch with crystals. You're very in touch also with energy, different people's energy. I do feel if you are starting a new business that it is going to, okay, wow, that really wanted to come out quickly. What is this? Should I take them all? Oh, there's only 3. Sagittarius, I see. Sagittarius is also don't fence me in. Void, of course, moon missing. And look at this, heart of fortune. Increase, abundance. So what this tells me is that, soul story number 2, you're getting a redirection of energy. You're redirecting your energy, or life circumstances are, there's a course correction happening now for you or coming up for you. And it has to do with your routine and or job. Some of you may be going more for a career, or somehow you're going to really go into high gear with your to-dos, what you have to do daily for your job or daily for your career. Could have been in a bit of a grind is what I'm hearing, but it is bringing increase. And it's also with this is a 45, it's bringing an ending to something. So it could be an ending to lack, limitation, burden, having less than what you want, whether that's less money, less time. So something is changing in your immediate environment and in your routine. This is a hoped for change is what I'm hearing with Venus here. Well, for some of you, it's hoped for and you're glad it's happening. Some of you, you hoped for it, but it came in a way that you didn't maybe want or recognize. Again, this course correction that's taking place. So it's really, you're going to be doing something different. I don't know how else to say it. You're going to be doing something different. Let's look here. You can come up, soul story number 2. Routine is changing. For some of you, it's your job, your work. There's something new coming in. Some of you, this is going to be something online. Now, this could even be online commerce. I don't know, Etsy, Amazon, other outlets or apps that some of you are saying, you know what, I'm going to do this on the side because I feel like it's going to pay off down the road and I can quit my job and do this. Okay. So course correction, redirection of energy, course correction in your life. There's some of you, it's like a U-turn is what I'm seeing. Okay, any messages for soul story number 2? Wow. It's very clear. Some of you, if you look at this card, there's multiple directions. Okay. Some of you already know what the directions are. You're going to go about it a different way. That makes sense to you. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do, or you have a plan, but you're going to go about it a different way now. You've learned more. There's some wisdom in what you've gone through. The learning lessons of Saturn have taught you something. And so you're getting a plan of action. Ooh, astral travel, caution needed. Okay, that's that Saturn energy. Yellow light or red light, caution needed. So I feel like, again, this course correction, it's like you're not going to just jump out of something is what I hear, soul story number 2. You're not jumping out of something and into something, but you're definitely making changes and putting a plan of action together that's getting you in a new direction, a new path. Let's see if any shadow material, anything you need to know about shadow material. It's too much. Any blocks or stops in shadow material, but anything that you need healing on, or, okay, first of all, don't let people bully you or tell you what to do. That's that Saturn. So there could have been issues with authority, father figure, father, male, or the male aspect of yourself or someone else. You could have been coming from a world of too much, you must do this, you should do this, obligation. This is the way that it's done. That's the way that it's done. Okay. Distorted masculine energy is being healed or cleared up, or needs to be. And then you've got mother. nurturing, patience, unconditional love. So this is a lot with Venus there. This is a lot about healing any distorted masculine energy and unevolved feminine energy, right? So whether it's the inner critic within, you bullying yourself or being bullied, you're moving more into a phase of, with that Venus energy, of self-love, self-acceptance. Could be love and relationship of other people, you know, maybe could be new relationship for some of you. But many of you, I feel like you're healing astrally, which is going to affect your emotional body. So the astral body, okay, I hear two messages. You're healing on the astral level, which is corresponding to the emotional, and healing emotionally. Your learning lesson is to watch out for things or people that it's like almost, it's too quick, too fast. It's the astral sticky glue. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. This person's amazing. I'm so in love, or this is it. This is, I know this is it. Boom. You're being asked to dig deeper and to go by what you value. What are your values? How do you love? How do you like to show love? How do you like to receive love? So you're not filling in the blanks for people anymore. You're going by, oh, we're in alignment. So this is a time of moving more into alignment, okay? This is a time of following more your joy, your kind of your bliss. See, what did you get? Lost land, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Well, that's the Saturn. Saturn is also past life or regression. So I feel that on some level you're learning something new, soul story number 2, or it's time to apply what you've learned and to have kind of come from self-respect and honoring and deeper understanding. Maybe some of you, this is in love or relationship where you are, maybe you started to get involved with someone and then it's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore, or I'm done. Or the relationship just quickly ended, or for some of you, it's even a job or, you know, I don't think career, I think job, that you're like, no, I'm actually done with this. I can't do this again. You're freeing up with the Sagittarius energy. There's something that you see, I'm going to take all of those, below the surface. So you got, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Well, see, that's what it is. The understanding, the self-love and self-acceptance, the compassion. You're not going to bully yourself or try to, or let others do that. In other words, this is about not conforming, okay? This is about letting go of the I have to, I should, this is the way that I do it, this is the way it's always been done. You know, this is like about just more being you. That's the course correction. There's something you were about to repeat that would be repeating an old pattern. Then you got the courageous peony, those flowers. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Yeah, see? There's something amazing by, is it how you look, or your hair, what you wear, or the colors you wear, or just how you see things, or you're very artistic or very creative, or some of you have this flair. I keep seeing this scarf or something around the neck, you know, that this is about being seen for who you really are and how you really are, not letting people try to change you, not trying to conform, even wherever you're working. So again, you might have pulled yourself out of something like, I can't do this anymore. I have to be more me, or I have to be in an environment that supports me more or gets me. Or that could even be for some of you in regards to a job. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Well, that's what you're realizing. Many of you, you're using that infinite, innate intelligence of the universe, of God, of the all that is. So something changes to free you up. Some of you, this is going to be a move that you do that is much more, wow, it's where you feel valued. Ooh, soul journey. That's beautiful. Look at that soul journey. This is the deeper healing that has taken place So you move from a life path to a soul path. Many of you have done this already. You've moved from a life path to a soul path. You're very in touch with your soul. Like I said, you know, wisdom, wise souls, old souls, definitely light workers, light bearers, way showers, some of you star seeds, some of you, you know, indigo. Some of you, I hear it's about time that I do what I really want to do. I'm going to do what I came here to do. Let's see if there's any issues, anything you need to know on the kind of the more human, psychological, mental, emotional, psychological level. You're definitely connecting a lot with your dreams, so pay attention to your dreams whenever you're watching this video. So the next, you know, few months, maybe keep a dream journal. I do feel like in dreams or meditation or daydreams, you're getting messages, you're getting guidance. You're also doing a lot of deeper healing. And many of you may be doing a lot of inner journey work, shamanic work, alpha theta healing, working with extended aspects of consciousness is what I'm hearing. Okay, I see this. Please don't feel that you're a failure. Again, that whatever was going to happen that didn't happen, it was a course correction coming from your soul. You didn't fail. You didn't go down the wrong road. You got universally yanked. Sometimes the soul yanked at whatever it was. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Well, that's that Saturn. But also the soul is saying, look, we're not going to keep repeating this. So some of you, you have to break from a pattern is what I'm hearing, and it might be difficult. And you got empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. And death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. That's why I'm saying something happened, ended. I don't know if it was a relationship, something that didn't quite get off the ground for you, or you thought it was going to last longer, or it ended just as fast as it started, but it was a course correction. Soul story number 2, course correction, redirection of energy from your soul. So it was meant to happen. It wasn't a failure. I mean, yeah, for some of you, there was a mistake. There was a certain direction you went in, and now you have to turn around, is what I'm hearing. You're turning around. But in a way, there's some wisdom that you're gaining. And with that Sagittarius there, you're gaining this wisdom to share with others. It's very philosophical. It's like, okay, you're getting it. Like, okay, for some reason, I was meant to do that. I thought this was going to last longer, or I thought this was going to happen, and now it's not. Boom. You know, you got the hook. It's like, nope, we're going in this direction. You're going to have a very powerful next 6 to 8 months is what I'm hearing, maybe even 9 months. A lot of transformation. For some of you, there's really a up-leveling in all parts of your life, especially financially. And or where 9 of Wands, inner strength. Some of you, it could be what you're drawing. Look at Ace of Pentacles. Didn't I say financially? So there's a lot of abundance coming to you. There's just an up-leveling in all aspects of your life. Judgment, see, soul call. That's what's... Please let me know in the comments what this is, because it's so strong and screaming. I'm hearing it. So those of you that thought, oh, this is the biggest mistake, I'm a failure, or it was a failure, or it didn't happen, or why did this stop, and it should have gone on further, you know, judgment, soul call. You know, here it is, here you are here on the bottom, and look, spirit here, your soul, light body, higher self, light body, soul, saying, nope, going in a new direction, that's not happening. Emperor, Aries, and the moon, connecting into your inner knowing through the subconscious, the psychic ability, Pisces, Pluto, big transformation, wake-up call. This is the next level of awakening for many of you. Very powerful reading, soul story number 2. It's because wherever, and look at this, Page of Wands, new direction, communication, blossoming situation, blossoming love, blossoming career, freedom, new direction, and death. There it is, the rebirth. So whatever ended, you've got death here and death, rebirth, was meant to end. I know it's not, for some of you, it's not pleasant. It seemed to, why did it end? It was great. It was good. Now, Spirit has a bigger plan for you. There's a bigger plan on a soul level for you. A much more abundant, a much more inclusive plan, a much more full, fulfilling plan for you. So you got a taste of it, but there's more to come is what I'm hearing. There's more to come. I'm loving this reading. All right, let's see. Let's get a message. Get a couple messages for you, see what's coming up. I feel you're going to be much more at peace. Now you got authentic truth. So you came to an authentic truth in this situation. And this is also, again, that freeing up that I'm seeing. Truth is really important to you, and that's something that you need to make sure is in your compass, is in your inner GPS. Your personal truth, genuineness about yourself, but others. Are they living their truth? Are they being truthful to you? Okay, let's look at the astro dice with you. All right, you got Mars in Capricorn in the first house. So this is all about you and going forward. And again, there's a restructuring. So many of you, some of you could be in the death, things are getting let go of. But a lot of you, I feel, are in the rebirth cycle. But you're wondering, why didn't that happen? Or why did this happen this way? I can't believe it. Why didn't this, it was so short-lived. Or, you know, I thought this was going to be it or make me happy and then it wasn't. Or, you know, there's some disappointment because you thought something was a failure or a mistake, but it's, again, a course correction. And so there's a lot of abundance coming in for you, abundance and increase in the way that works for you. So some of you will include prosperity, financial abundance, increase. Some of you, it's more friends, love, a new, you know, your love life really starting to flourish. It's going to also come by some kind of changes in your routine, okay? All right, so your soul awakening mantra is, let me see what, wow, I am on the right path. And all is happening in divine right timing for me. Yeah. All right, Soul Light, thank you for spending this time with me. I'd like to get to know you better. And we could start that by connecting in the comments. Really appreciate you taking the time. And those of you that are returning, good to see you as always. If you want to connect with me further, ways to do so are in the description box below. Wishing you much peace, abundance, and radiant soul light. Hello, soul story number 3. So I'm hearing tantrika. I'm hearing a lot to do with energy, managing your energy. Maybe some of you dance, even belly dancing. I don't know, I feel this movement. Some of you, it's movement through life, but some of you, I feel like there's a lot to do with your body. Maybe it's healing your body. Could be also working with the body and movement. It's very interesting because I also see choreography. I'm hearing the word choreographer. You're going back to work. Those of you that have wondered about a job or career change, I do feel some of you also, there's a bonus, there's an increase financially and some kind of bonus that's coming in. So let's see, that's too many. We're going to look at the area of your life that's being activated the next couple months. Yeah, there's a lot. Some of you, there was a pause. There's something you had to stop or pause. Some of you, I do feel like it could be work or career challenges or difficulty. And some of you, I'm also hearing things on like maybe Instagram, but more likely LinkedIn, or you're getting your resume or CV together. Some of you have a representative, somebody that's helping you with a house, and also financially, and putting something together. There's something, is it with your job, career, something that's being put together. Some of you, it's a demo reel is what I'm hearing, or sizzle reel. Some of you, it's pictures. Some of you, it has to do with something presenting yourself. So I don't know if it's a package or CV or resume. Let's see the area. 4th house, your home and roots of your being. Well, okay, that has to do with the people that I feel. That this could be also about a new home coming to you, whether renting, leasing, buying. There's something about a new home. For some of you, this has to do with your beliefs and foundation. Okay, something that you're nurturing into existence. Aquarius, the energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Well, that's why I kept feeling a lot online. So there could be like an online demo, something online that you're doing with that Aquarius energy. Let's see if we can get a little clearer. I definitely feel there's 2 distinct soul stories here. I feel like there's some people that this is more about home, moving, buying a home, renting a home, leasing a home, leaving home. Could be due to children leaving the home. There's a lot to do with your environment and your surrounding. Then for others of you, I feel that this has to do with community, work, career, being outside of the home. Okay, let's see. 5th house, children, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. Well, that's about the children. So some of you, this is children moving out of the home, leaving the home, or maybe they're coming back. Or where is it best to move for schools? You're being asked to, there's something with online or computer. Maybe some of you are computer programmers or on the computer a lot. There's something to do with technology, or you're going to free up the way how you work. Maybe it's more remotely, or you're going to be, not going in the office, or traveling and some of you maybe even be doing a YouTube. All these house cards. Now the 9th house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or long journey. Some of you, I do feel working again remotely. Maybe you're going to do a travel channel, or you're thinking about it, or sacred site. There's something changing with, this is another 1st house now. So we're just getting houses. Okay. What people see and the impression you give. That's why I'm feeling somebody helping you with a resume, a CV, or how do you do videos, or doing videos better, or I want to do a travel channel, or who knows, could be a tarot channel, some kind of channel, or videography, or video log. There's something that a group of you are wanting to do to reach a certain group of people. Some of you are going to have help. I feel like it could be like a studio or something that whether you create on your home or if it's professional. Let's see if there's any more messages coming here. For all of you, the key is to be yourself and to focus on your uniqueness, your unique capabilities. This also is saying to have a little bit of an emotional distance. If you hear a criticism or someone saying, oh, we're not ready for that, or can you refine this or edit this or change this up a bit, that you're going to be learning a lot in this next level. So what you're preparing for is a lot more learning lessons, learning about yourself, learning about this new career path, or for some of you, it's a hobby that turns into a career. Some of you, it is maybe you're writing, maybe you're working with an editor, but you are being on a soul level set, the message is to be open to healthy criticism, like editing, or try it this way. Let's refine this. Let's do this, or this way is better. Libra. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So again, For many of you, this has to do with working within groups, whether it's community, corporate setting, office, online, but you're going to be interfacing with a lot of people, interacting with a lot of people. But also I feel like diplomacy is key, is what I'm hearing for you. Being diplomatic with what it is that you are doing in your life. Could be collaboration, that you're doing more collaboration with people. Again, but it's saying, it's also bringing in kind of this detachment and less drama about things. You're letting people be more themselves and you're being more yourself, okay? Some of you, this could also deal with contracts, is what I'm hearing. Maybe some of you legal dealings, contracts. Again, leases, buying a home, maybe receiving money from a mortgage, loans, leasing. Some of you, it is moving out, a long distance move, perhaps even out of the country is what I'm hearing. Transformation, okay. You've got the Phoenix card here. Look at that beautiful red, orange. So I feel many of you are already in the transformation. It's like taking what happened and moving forward, or moving it forward. Like you've already made a decision as to what you're going to do. And this is about moving forward, but also finding the people that can help you. That makes sense? Finding the people that can help you. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Well, yeah, finding the people. So for some of you, you need that part. It's about relationship, partnership, the right one coming along. For some of you, it's somebody either of somehow culturally different. There's some differences, could be religious differences, cultural differences, or they come from I just heard another planet. Or they come, another country. Their style, they're very stylized, whatever that means. And then you've got love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Well, that's with the patience and working with people. So you're moving into a time, if you have been more on your own, more isolated, or doing deeper inner work, or for whatever reason, there's been less people around you, less socializing, that's going to change. This is all about navigating the energy of other people, relationship dynamics. If you're wanting to call in a relationship, a life mate that's a soulmate, or soulmate that's a life mate, create mate, that's coming in. A lot of areas I feel in your life are changing. What you do, many of you for work, quote unquote, make a living, career. Some of you moving to a place that is very different from where you live now. I don't see anything to worry about other than to have patience of the timing of things, whatever that is that you're waiting for, and or also have patience with yourself and other people. So try to take the high road or be more diplomatic in regards to people. Definitely say what you need. You've got the first house here. It's definitely about, expressing your opinion or your needs and wants, but not everything has to be upfront or right away. Let things unfold a bit. Okay, let things marinate a little bit. That's going to help you more, especially those of you that are going to be working with groups of people. Wow, there's a lot. Now let's see these shadow cards. What's coming up? Let's see what's coming up here. Now, I started this around just before sunset, this reading, and now it's dark. So there's something to be disclosed, something that's hidden right now, or you don't quite see it. There we go. Now it came out. Let's see. What is that? Ooh, what did I say? Something that's going to be disclosed, and I was talking about the dark. In the shadow cards, you got vampire, light attribute, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. The less evolved aspect is depleting others for your own psychic survival, chronic complaining, or codependency. I think that's because you're going to be around a lot of people, and so you have to really check in energetically. see the good in everyone, like everyone's doing the best they can. But if somebody is draining you, if there's an energetic vampire around you, then you have to set boundaries. So this is just an awareness. And again, something's going to be disclosed. For some of you, you're wondering what someone's motivations are, intentions, or, you know, is this a narcissistic dynamic playing out? So I feel like it's going to be disclosed to you. I think you're going to, there's going to be some things that happen for you that are very eye-opening. Now, on another note, I feel that a lot of you might be night owls, or you're having issues with sleeping, you know, challenges sleeping, difficulty sleeping, or you're being woken up, you know, with ideas, or your mind is racing, or some of you are doing a lot of art or music or something at night, or maybe the kids are asleep, and or, you know, your partner's asleep, and you have your own downtime, alone time is coming at night. So some of you are very much into kind of the night, the mystical, the occult. So that's a message for some of you. And you got child divine. Now you've got a few cards about the child. The light attribute is innocence, purity, and redemption. Suggests a connection with the divine. I said that earlier. An inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So just see how this applies to you. This is not for everyone, but some of you, there are energetic vampires around you, and you either don't know it, and some of you do know it, and you need to just set, and it's not telling anybody anything, they're inner boundaries. If you're feeling drained, don't pick up the phone. You don't have to text that person back or pick up the phone. Or someone is draining, they're coming to you with problems or issues. It's the same thing over and over. This is not about cutting off, because you got the love card, but it is about having an inner boundary of how much is, you know, is too much. You know, are you sometimes in a situation where you don't have that extra energy to give, and you give it anyway, and you deplete yourself? That would mean you're not loving yourself or honoring yourself. Some of you, again, this has to do with children coming home, at school, little kids, or, you know, going back to school. There's something with your routine changing due to children. And you've got athlete. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, strength of spirit. The shadow, misuse, or lower octave, let's say lower harmonic, selfish, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. The only thing I feel with this, again, is maybe a lot of you are very strong, or people say, God, you're so strong, or you know so much, you're wise, or you're emotionally strong, or look what you're so strong, I wish I was that strong. I feel for many of you, some of you, this is current relationships. Some of you have been backing off of relationships because you're like, okay, everybody always takes from me. I'm always the strong one, and I get these weaklings. This is like saying to have those inner boundaries and not allow that anymore. You don't have to always be the strong one. And you can tell people, well, I'm strong, but I'm also vulnerable. I'm also weak. You know, or I have my tough times too, and then just drop it and change the subject. So you clearly, either there's going to be a lot of relationship issues with this theme coming up, with this relating pattern coming up, or some of you have pulled yourself out of relationships because you don't want this to happen. But now Spirit is placing you in. It's part of your soul's path, your soul's growth. This is for your soul expression and soul experience. That you're being, some of you pushed, some of you plummeted, some of you, you're stepping back into relationship, community, working within groups, neighbors. You know, you're going to be around more people, and there's going to be much more interconnectedness, much more connecting with other people in relationship. Okay. So relationships are highlighted for you, you know, when you're watching this video and on. You know, this is a timeless read. So whatever, you know, if relationships are going to be very important to you, or they are, and you've done perhaps a lot of healing in relationship. Some of you, this is healing in relationship to what you want in your life, okay? But for many of you, I feel it has to do with people, groups, people, one-on-one relationships, working relationships. Yeah, purification. So you've gone through a lot of healing, or you are going through a purification process, letting go of the kind of the sticky glue that, you know, of people taking too much. You know, I'm hearing from spirit, they're not your child. In other words, yeah, you have to give to a child. Okay, you wanted to speak? All right. Smoky quartz, double point. Helps with clarity, becoming clear in our life, speaking our truth, getting clarity. But this is also, smoky quartz helps with negative energy, or energy that's draining us, people's energy. They don't have enough vitality, so they plug in. And this wanted to come and say hello and help release the negativity, the negative energy. Now, maybe this could be your own worry and doubt. And so this is about clearing up worry and doubt for yourself, so you have much more vitality, much more energy in a balanced way. And for some of you, this is the energetic vampires. It's very clear. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you. You know, one thing that will help you is any kind of movement. If you're stuck, feeling down or depressed, or you're feeling like you're drained energetically, swaying side to side, circular motion, restorative yoga, nidra yoga, yin yoga, or just taking a short walk. Anything that's just to shift the energy, but not anything that's too taxing on you, too invasive. King of Cups. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Emperor. This is about boundaries, shielding. It's about new directions in career, but trusting your intuition. I do have a feeling I'm reading also for a lot of readers, light workers, empaths, maybe astrologers. With that Aquarius, could be astrologers or counselors, Reiki teachers, Reiki master, healers of all kinds is what I'm hearing. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, once you do this, there's a lot of abundance coming in for you, soul story number 3. Yeah, changes in all parts of your life. There's like this major up-leveling, but it's going to require you are connecting with more people. 6 of Swords, that could be travel, overcoming misunderstandings or miscommunication, whether with yourself and others. And 6 of Pentacles. This has a lot to do. So you want that 10 of Pentacles. A lot of you right now, it's like money in, money out, or even exchange of energy. That's what that 6 of Pentacles has. So as you're rebalancing your energy for more reciprocity, relationships that are synergistic, where there's mutual benefit, that greatly increases your wealth, your abundance, how you live, where you live. Many of you, this is a move. I feel like the move, you're going to be very abundant. The move is, those of you that are moving, the next place you live is really going to be very abundant for you. Oh, look at this divine masculine. And then you got the Emperor. So it's time to take action. You're going to be building something, a career, a new lifestyle. You're taking your wisdom, what you understand and know to be true in your life, and you're moving it forward. Now, some of you, this is attracting a counterpart. Divine masculine. This could be attracting someone, but also this is like, this is going to be a very active time for you, right? Soul story number 3. This is a very active time. This is a time to move forward on your inspiration. I call it having inspiration, and then you have inspired action. So this is a time to initiate, move forward in multiple, for some of you it's multiple areas of your life. Some of you it's one or two. There's movement on all fronts is what I'm hearing. And the troubles of the past you're overcoming. You're moving beyond the troubles of the past. But again, smoky quartz, I'm going to suggest that to you with boundaries, any energy vampires, whether you're doing it or somebody's doing it to you. I don't feel like you're doing it. Maybe in the past you were in more codependent relationships, but I feel that's in the past. or some of you are purifying from a situation. Or I also get drink more water. That's going to help. Oh, it's coming up as soul story number 3. Let's see. See, I want to do this movement. Look at that. Swaying. Work with your energy. You have a lot of energy. Like I said, Kundalini Yoga, Tantrika. I wanted to say the Tantra. It's a lot with the exchange of energy. That's going to really open your life. Oh, wow. 7th house. House of partnerships, relationships. King of Cups could be a very emotionally fulfilling relationship, but it's also emotional containment. Like you're not desperado. You don't need anyone or anything, but you want a relationship. You want to be, loving and in love. And 7th house, but it also can be, it's also the 7 of, or King of Cups is also the healer, the therapist. And so is 7th house, but then you got Uranus there in Libra. So this tells me there's a relationship coming in and kind of quickly. So those of you that are looking for a relationship, a partnership, or you're open to that, dating, living together, marriage, that is definitely coming. 5,000%, no doubt about it. There's a lot to do with working relationships. Some of it could be a little unconventional, meaning it could start out very long distance or out of the country, or you meet somewhere, you have a great time, and then you both have to separate and go in different directions, or you do something unconventional, or they do work-wise. But with Libra here, and then you also have Libra in the cards, that tells me a lot of you, this cycle coming up for you the next few months, again, it's prepare. I'm tailoring this for the next few months, connecting into this gateway portal energy, 10, 10, 11, 11. And then we also in November to January are in a gateway portal of light, which means there's more light on the planet. Not light that you can see, because of course in the North Americas, it's the winter time. So there's less light, but it's a light that's vibrational. It's the light that we cannot see. Maybe you want to call it photon or infrared or whatever. The gamma rays, there's more gamma rays. So it's not light that's visible, but it is the light essence of who and what we are. It's our spiritual essence is activated more at this time period and more enhanced. So we can make changes much more easily, much more quickly. We can see things. So I'm saying in the next couple months, for some of you, it's the preparation for this relationship, and then it comes within 6 to 8 months. Some of you, I feel the relationship is coming in the next couple of months, whenever you're getting this reading. Some of you, this could be someone helping you or representing, like I said earlier. Maybe it's an attorney, a lawyer, maybe it's, again, a representative, an agent, someone, your cause or your needs and wants are going to be represented. Now, for many of you, I feel this has to do with the relationship. Now, maybe you're going to therapy, or you're going, spiritual life coaching. Maybe you're going to do that, or you're doing that now, which would mean there'd be an increase for you in your clients, students. So look for increase financially, look for increase in friends, friendship, collegial, collaborative relationships. For some of you, though, there is a partnership leading to commitment, living together, marriage, whatever it is for you, a love relationship. So relationships of all kinds, all types, in many different situations are going to be highlighted for you. Emphasized, highlighted. There's much more to do with socializing, relating, and relationships. And you commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Well, I want to say not even the good. I would read the love. Where is the love? You're going to be connecting into the love of nature, the love of yourself, the love of others, the love, for some of you, it's the love of what you love doing creatively. Like there's something that you love doing. that you're going to be doing more of. You take center stage. You're attracting. So you're much more magnetic now. That's why you're attracting this divine masculine or people that are there to assist or help you. Let's see, any other message? Wow. A lot to do with relationships. I am attracting the relationships that are aligned to my soul. That's your soul awakening mantra. I am attracting relationships that are aligned to my soul. And for some of you, I am now attracting a higher vibrational expression of love. Woo! All right, Radiant Soul Light, please let me know how this resonates with you and for you. I so appreciate your time and connecting. If you'd like to connect with me further, ways to do so are in this description box below. And I just wish you so much peace, inner joy, and love in all its radiant forms. Take good care. I hope to see you in the next reading.